The benefits of having protein food in your diet. Protein is one of the 3 macronutrients, the compounds that we need to have in our diet. In addition to carbohydrates and fats, protein gives us a number of nutritional values that are used to keep us strong, healthy and active. Protein plays a large role in the body, because they are used in every cell and every function. How we metabolize and use protein is a major way that it is beneficial to us, but there is far more to consider. Protein food is not just big hunks of red meat that many people may think that it is. There are a number of other options. It is a common myth that vegetarians and vegans do not get enough protein food in their daily diet. However, there are a number of plant-based proteins which are helpful and healthy. You do not have to eat meats or animal product to include protein food in your healthy diet. The different sources of protein food. Protein comes from both animal and plant sources. All animal protein food sources have all the necessary amino acids which makes them complete. Protein food that comes from plant sources is incomplete because it lacks one or more of these amino acids. Soy is an exception to this rule and does have all of the essential amino acids in it. Soy protein can be found in soy milk, miso, tempeh, and tofu. To make sure that you are getting all of the amino acids that you need while eating a vegan or vegetarian diet, it is important to eat them in combination with one another. For example, nuts and grains tend to be low in the amino acids isoleucine and lysine, while legumes are low in tryptophan and methionine. The average diet is 14 to 18% protein, while the typical vegan diet is just slightly below that at 10 to 12% protein. Source: Reed Mangels, Ph.D., R.D. Protein in the vegan diet. The Vegetarian Resource Group. People who are trying to lose weight may do better if they increase their intake of protein food slightly, because protein makes weight loss more effortless for a number of reasons. First, protein takes longer to break down in the body, which increases the sensation of being full for longer periods of time. Secondly, the body uses more energy and must work harder to digest protein. Thermogenesis, the production of heat, is raised by the body's efforts to break down a food product. Only alcohol raises thermogenesis higher. Choosing the right protein food. In the old days of the high-protein diet, people were encouraged to eat tons of red meat, processed foods like lunch meat, and even bacon. However, these diets were shown to be ineffective for a number of reasons and unsafe for long-term use. It is more important to choose the right healthy protein foods to eat. Some protein food may be very high in saturated fats. Good protein sources that are not overly high in saturated fats include beans, fish, especially cold water fish like salmon, and poultry. Some of the protein food that should be avoided includes red meat, which should be eaten in only very small amounts, and processed meats, which should not be eaten at all. All dairy products should be low fat, with skim milk being a better protein food because it has fewer calories and far less saturated fat than the whole milk varieties. The same guidelines should be followed for cheeses and other dairy foods. The comparison of protein food. If you do not know which is a better choice, animal or plant protein, compare the numbers. A 6-ounce steak serving has 38 grams of protein but also has 44 grams of total fat, 16 grams of saturated fats, 3/4 THS of the day's total intake. 6 ounces of salmon equals 34 grams of protein and 18 grams of fat, 4 grams of saturated fat. A 1-cup serving of cooked lentils has 18 grams of protein with only 1 gram of fat. Source: Harvard School of Public Health. In addition to these healthy whole food protein food choices, you can include protein supplements like ProfectR or ProsisR from Protica, which each have high levels of protein, low calories, and 0 saturated fat. ProfectR, for instance, has 25 grams of protein per serving with only 100 calories and comes in a number of different flavors. Choosing a healthy high-protein supplement allows the busy person to keep their healthy food choices while out on the road. Always consider the preparation and storage needs of any supplement that you choose. Some must be refrigerated to be safe and some must be mixed to be palatable. ProfectR, ProsisR, and the other protein supplement choices from Protica are heat and cold stable and are pre-mixed. Each of the protein food choices from Protica come in a number of flavors. No matter where you choose to get the protein food from, it is important to make sure that you are getting the right ones and that they are balanced within the overall healthy diet. While protein is a vital part of your good health, it should not be the biggest percentage of the calories that you eat each day. The actual amount of protein that you need is based on a number of factors but should be no more than 35% and no less than 10 to 12%. You may need more protein if you are very active or have been ill. However, there are some conditions that can be worsened by increasing protein, so always check with your doctor before making any changes to your diet. You should also check with your doctor before adding any kind of supplement to your diet.